listen. I know you see it, girl. This ain't sitting real good in my soul. Now here it's a little bit more wider. I know you see it, girl, in my soul. It's almost like he widens his vocal tract. Almost like a smile in the vocal tract, a smile in the throat. Y'all have requested this one for a little bit of time too, but I wanted to get to it. It's been on my to-do list for quite some time, but I wanted to make sure I got to it because I don't know why I've delayed getting to it in the first place. But we're gonna get to it right now. And y'all, I love color performances. I love color studios. Shout outs to y'all. If y'all want to see more of these, drop some people in the comments of who y'all want to see, because I love doing these personally. These are wonderful performances. Anyway, let's get into what we got today. Let's get into it, y'all. Now I know. You see how his vowels change in shape? I know. There she go. Pay up.
I love you, I love you, I love you. Until I love you, I love you, I love you.
Until I find a way.
The only words I know that
until I find a way.
Until I find a way. Had a little glottal stop right in there. Until I find a way. And he gets straight into the second part of the diphthong of way. It's not until I find a way. Until I find a way. I added a couple more glottal stops, but she gets the idea.
Listen. I know you see it, girl. This ain't sitting real good in my soul. Everywhere this little girl goes, she pick up another obstacle.
Another obstacle. Little like vocal slack constriction moment. Obstacle. Kind of like a rock screamer. Ow, wow. Obstacle.
She was my heart. I don't know the tribe or the fall.
Or the fall. I love the little scoop on the or. Or the fall. And the L sound is kind of oh, go, girl, girl. Instead of girl, it's girl. Fall. Instead of fall, it's fall, fall, fall.
But by default, she don't think of me. I thought she was an Indian. Now she's slanging things like a simian.
He's more lateral, horizontal, wider here.
All my life I wanted me an Indian.
And it's like he's a little bigger here in sound. A little bit more thicker, a little bit more brighter than before too. He has a little bit of like a little twang. With a little vocal throw, little breathy vocal throws at the end of some of these phrases.
But now she's far away. But I had to know. Yeah, listen. I know you see it, girl. This ain't sitting real good in my soul. Now here it's a little bit more wider. I know you see it, girl, in my soul. It's almost like he widens his vocal tract.
Almost like a smile in the vocal tract, a smile in the throat. In my oh. And he separates these syllables, if you will, to kind of make it more percussive. I never good in my soul. I know you see it, girl. And I can't do it quite like him, but you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that yawn. You look in my soul. Nice sound.
Everywhere this little girl goes, she pick up another obstacle. She was my heart. I don't know the tribe or the fall. Yeah. But by default, she don't think of me. I thought she was an Indian.
I thought she was an Indian. Had more of that vocal fry rock sound. I thought she was an Indian right there. And you see how bouncy, if you will, but lax his consonants are. So it's almost like they have stop energy, kind of like a plosive stop type energy. Another obstacle. It's not super harsh or super fricative, but they're still there. It's kind of like bouncing, kind of like a drum. like a bango. The optical. Because you know bangos have different pitches depending on the size and shape of the bango itself. It can vary in pitch. You know, like the big timpanis have boom, 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 boom. You know, the smaller drums have a higher, more quicker sound. It's kind of the same thing here. It's kind of like the pitches of the consonants, if you will, kind of like reminding me of like a drum set or like a bango or something. You know, if that makes sense. If that makes sense.
But now she's slanging things like a simian. All my life I wanted me an Indian. Yeah.
Do you hear the color difference in the sound versus the verses are kind of wider, but I'm not an Indian. It's a little bit more tight, a little bit more narrowed on these choruses as it goes higher, and the sound gets thicker because the sound of the vocal track is a little tighter. And then like an you see what I'm saying?
In the street with a wedding ring, and she hit the box, city bake. Are you down to cheat? He looked in the eye, chivalry. Is it really dead? He pulled out a tip, pay up, jumping right on him.
And this rap kind of part right here, he has the undertone of like the more speech-like sound, but then he's giving more of like intentional pitches or like a melody, if you will. So both of those are going together. So like the speech sound is here, his pitches that he's doing here, kind of the more sung part is here. See what I'm saying? So he has those two textures playing, you know, in the song here, and I like that.
When's it good to intervene? And I lost her to the world and the girls and the posters. Entertain, I doubt it'll pay in the coaster. I ain't mad at me, but it hurts. And I thought she was an Indian.
Indeed. He kind of got more heady, more domey in that shape right there. Indeed. And kind of re-emphasize. Indeed. Almost like an echo. Indeed.
Yeah. But now she only worried about the Benjamins. Yeah. She been lurking in my dreams.
Linking on that M consonant, that sung M nasal consonant, and re-emphasize the note there, just like any, that same I call it vocal re-emphasis, if you will. That's what he did right there. At least that's what I call it. I don't know.
I said I swear to die on me, but I had to know. I said I swear to die on me.
He kind of had a little bit more slacky sound. It dies on me, I know, and I don't be.
I swear this is me playing saxophone, but my saxophone was left at home, so I just got this. I said I swear to die on me.
Scat, sir. He's kind of singing more of like the D, B family, if you will, of consonants. Something like that. But he's definitely scat singing right here because he's taking the place of an instrument, because the saxophone he said was left at home. So he's taking the place, instead of the saxophone, he's putting his voice in place of the saxophone part. And by essence, or by definition, I'm sorry, scat singing is replicating an instrument in essence, right? So he's imitating or duplicating the sound of his saxophone, here by scat singing on this part.
I need you, I need you, I need you. I need to make you see what you
Those my scores right there. Can't you see? Whatever that was. Yeah.
mean to me. Until I feel I'm hoping you will know what I mean.
He has some vocal slides in there with a kind of a grin and something to the teeth. I didn't know what I need. Yeah, that grin and those vocal slides. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed watching it with y'all. And as I will forever say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.